The cause for the iPhone X delays may have been found. Tesla announces a brand new plan to make supercharger locations better, and GoPro has announced a brand new version of their Hero 6 camera. Hey you, it's me, Curtis P, and it's time for some coffee. The Wall Street Journal reporting they have uncovered why Apple is having such issues building the brand new iPhone X. Apparently the issues stem from the brand new Face ID sensors, calling it the Romeo and Juliet problem. Currently, Apple is experiencing issues manufacturing the Romeo module for the brand new iPhone X. That module is responsible for the dot projector, which will project up to 30,000 infrared dots onto your face, which can then be scanned by the camera. This Romeo module works in partnership with the Juliet module, which is the camera-based system to authenticate your face. So the issue they're experiencing here is the dot projectors are faulty, but the camera systems are perfectly fine. So Apple has currently rolled back the manufacturing of the camera systems until they can get the dot projectors sorted out. These manufacturing limitations could make the iPhone X even harder to get on launch day. Don't expect to be walking into an Apple store and just picking one up on launch day. If you're not on the website on launch night when it goes up, you're probably not going to be getting one in 2017. My recommendation, make sure you get that iPhone X into your cart as soon as you possibly can, probably using the app. Again, if you're not checking out when the store goes live, you're probably not going to be getting it for a couple of months. So with all the limitations that we're hearing about with the iPhone X orders here, are you actually planning on waiting to get yourself an iPhone X, or did you pick yourself up an iPhone 8? You can let me know in the comment section down below. And keeping with the iPhone X related news here, everyone, brand new videos are showcasing how the iPhone X interaction models will be shown off to users for the very first time. Similar to what we already saw in earlier iOS 11 betas. They show off the multitasking system, going home, Siri activation, and control center. All of these interactions have changed from the older iPhones to the brand new iPhone X, so Apple will probably present these videos at the very first time you boot up the device. You'll boot it up, you'll log in, and bam, these videos will probably show up to be like, hey, here's how to use the phone. Jumping into the quick related news, everyone, Apple Pay Cash could be coming out in late October. Originally shown off at WWDC and expected to ship with iOS 11, there were some delays with the initial rollout. But according to a small footnote on Apple's website, it could be coming out in late October. Now, Apple Pay Cash allows you to quickly send and receive money through iMessage using Apple Pay. Next up, Google has upgraded the Google Drive app to finally support files. Now you'll be able to browse all of your Google Drive files right within the Files app on iOS 11. You can also access Dropbox files or any other files from other sharing companies that now integrate with the Files app. It's super useful to have this one-stop shop for all of your files, and it also works with easy drag and drop compatibility with other apps. Tesla has announced plans to make supercharger locations even better. The company is looking at building convenience stores near their superchargers. Announced at a recent food tech conference, the company plans to attach convenience stores to some of the supercharger stations across the US. Tesla has no plans though on operating the restaurants themselves. They'll be working on deals with other companies to manage the food operation. The next big piece of news I wanted to talk about today happens to revolve around GoPro, as the company announced its brand new Hero 6 camera, along with a brand new 360 camera. Starting off with the 360-degree VR camera called the Fusion, capable of shooting 5.2K spherical video, which can be viewed in 360 VR or traditional fixed perspective. Again, having the ability to shoot 5K video at 30 frames per second or 3K video at 60 frames per second. It can also produce 18 megapixel spherical photos and capture 360-degree audio. If you're interested in the brand new camera, it will set you back $699, and pre-orders are available right now. It'll be shipping in early November. And the company also announcing an updated version of its Hero line of cameras here, the Hero 6. This camera includes GoPro's very first GP1 processor chip inside. That means it can shoot twice the amount of video frames per second as the Hero 5. It also includes better dynamic range and low light performance and video stabilization built right in. Though an interesting omission from the announcement here was the Session. No new version of the GoPro Session was announced. It could be a sign that the company is thinking about ditching the camera altogether, Or maybe they're just skipping this year and next year we'll see a brand new version of that little camera. There were also a few small updates for the GoPro Karma drone. A new software update for the drone gives it a follow feature so it can keep a person holding the controller in frame while they're moving around in the location. We've seen these features on other drones before and it's really nothing new, more or less a catch-up for GoPro. And last for the news today, let's talk about some space-related news, everyone, because NASA and Russia have just announced that they're going to be working on a moon space station in the near future. NASA and the Russian Space Agency have announced that they've signed an agreement to begin working together to build a space station around the moon. The overall hope here is to create a waypoint, or like a stopping location, for further travel into the solar system. So you would start by launching off of the Earth and then traveling to the moon space station. Once there, you could refuel or get other supplies and then move on to other locations like maybe Mars. The hope right now is to have the space station fully built by 2030, with construction starting in the early 2020s. Now, in addition to the US and Russia working on the space station, other countries have also signed up. Those countries include Canada, Japan, and the European Space Agency. An interesting note, those are all the same countries that are currently working on the International Space Station. And some private companies have even announced that they may be interested in using the station as a waypoint before going to build a moon base. So it's great to hear that space exploration is once again sort of at the forefront of science and technology here. And after all these years, we may finally see people set foot back on the moon. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit up that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. I'm working on releasing new videos just like this one throughout the week, so make sure you subscribe so you can stay all up to date. And if you want, you can find other videos just like this one on screen right now, or of course you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or join my Discord server. All of the links to that are in the description down below or at my website at curtisparody.ca. Well, until next time everyone, I'm Curtis Parody. Have an amazing day.